For Confused Continental Marshals. June 28, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. The Continental Marshals Service serves the land jurisdiction of the United States of America. The land jurisdiction is an international jurisdiction belonging to the United States, but controlled and operated by the United States of America. This is where we get states of the Union, meaning states belonging to the Union. These states are all Federation Compact states: Wisconsin, Florida, Texas, California, Ohio, not to be confused with states of states. The United States equals the Union equals Republican states equals national jurisdiction. The United States of America equals the Federation equals states of the Union equals international jurisdiction. These unincorporated business structures are not to be confused with the territorial United States government doing business in our name as the United States of America, nor with the municipal United States government doing business in our name as the United States. From the foregoing, you can see that Continental Marshals have enforcement authority under direct delegation from the unincorporated government that is in charge of the international jurisdiction owed to the states in general, and that government is the United States of America. They have primary responsibility for enforcing the law of the land, including the constitutions, the unrevised United States statutes at large, postal laws, and issues arising under the reserved powers of the 10th Amendment. As international land jurisdiction officers, they are not under any authority vested in the individual states, are not part of the state militias. Like the sea-going U.S. Marshals, their turf is defined by districts. In the case of Continental Marshals, they work within postal districts that may overlap several states. The structure mandated is that each state has one chief marshal and each postal district has a district chief marshal, all organized under a single chief marshal of the United States of America. Deputy marshals serve under the direction of the chief marshal for their state or the district chief marshal as the issues and needs may demand. So long as the constitutions are honored, the duties of the Continental Marshals are limited to protecting the land jurisdiction of this country as described, constitutional issues, unrevised U.S. statutes at large, reserved powers, Amendment X, and postal laws. If the constitutions are vacated, the Continental Marshals become responsible for enforcing all aspects of international law within their districts. Continental Marshals serve a unique interface between the county sheriffs and the federal government. When county sheriffs need assistance to enforce constitutional guarantees, the Continental Marshals are there to assist. When county sheriffs fail to uphold the constitutional guarantees and other natural and unalienable rights of the American people, the Continental Marshals can be called upon. Some of the men now serving as Continental Marshals are confused because they are being required to expatriate from the United States. They mistake the United States, the foreign municipal government created by Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 for the actual United States, the United States. This confusion has been promoted for many decades by gangs of political lobbyists who have used it to commandeer the wealth and resources of our country. The municipal United States government is operating in our names because it exercises some of our powers which were delegated to it under the Constitution of the United States. Please look carefully at the names of things. The Constitution of the United States is referring to the municipal United States government, not the United States, just as the Constitution of the United States of America is referring to the territorial United States government and not the United States of America. Continental Marshals must be able to identify the federal entities and know the constitutional limitations placed on those entities, must be able to tell the difference between an actual state and a state of state or state of state incorporated franchise. Expatriating from both the municipal and territorial United States leaves Continental Marshals free to stand upon their lawful jurisdiction as Americans and allows them to enter the international land jurisdiction of the United States of America where they work as lawful persons engaged in the enforcement of international law. If they do not expatriate from the foreign dual citizenship capacity of U.S. government employees, they cannot lawfully enter upon the land jurisdiction of this country and do their jobs. More importantly, if they are confused with U.S. Marshals, they may be misidentified as threats or as charlatans impersonating U.S. Marshals. The only way to guard against this is to have their paperwork in order and properly recorded and a firm grasp on exactly what their duty and source of authority is. Duty: enforce the constitutions, the unrevised United States statutes at large, the postal laws, and any issues arising under the reserved powers of Amendment X. Assist county peacekeeping officials and local people to enforce the public law owed to this country. Turf and authority: established postal districts and groupings of states within the postal districts. Continental Marshals are federal postal district officers under the original federal Constitution, the Constitution for the United States of America, and they are working for the United States of America, not the Queen, and not the Pope. I hope this clears up any misinformation, disinformation coming from Destry Payne and others. Any Marshal who has questions can contact me directly at ivanovon@gmail.com and use Continental Marshal question as the subject.